We're so excited you're ready to shape your Decibullz custom molded earplugs. All Decibullz products are easily and quickly molded by you to the unique shape of your ears. And remember, Decibullz products are remoldable, so you can mold them as many times as you'd like until you get that perfect fit. If you ever have any questions about any of our products or the molding process, don't hesitate to contact us at support@decibullz.com. We recommend watching this video once through before beginning molding, so you can familiarize yourself with the molding process. Before we walk through it, there are a few warnings to keep in mind. Improper fitting or misuse will reduce the effectiveness of your earplugs and could result in hearing loss or injury. The protection provided by your earplugs is entirely dependent on the quality of the seal created during the molding process. So be sure to follow these instructions closely. When using your earplugs, do not enter a loud environment right away. Start in a quiet, low noise environment and slowly increase the noise exposure to make sure the earplugs are providing adequate protection. If at any time you feel that your earplugs are not providing enough protection and they do not feel sealed and secure in your ear, move to a safe, low noise environment immediately. Now let's dive into the product. Included in your package is a left and right thermoplastic mold, 2 back plugs, 2 medium foam tips, and a set of small, medium, and large triple flange silicone tips and a carrying pouch. In addition, you will need a metal spoon, a timer or phone, a ceramic or glass container, and some water. If you are molding by yourself, you may want to use a mirror to guide you. Before you begin, make sure that there's no hair covering your ears. If you wear glasses, keep them on. And finally, remove any piercings from the bowl or concha of your ears, as they may become trapped in the molding material. If you have any piercings in this area that cannot be removed, do not proceed with the molding process. All right, let's get started. The first step is to select the correct silicone tip size for your ear canal. The silicone tips must be used for the molding process, so do not use the foam tips at this time. For most people, the medium silicone tips will work best. Now that you've selected the silicone tip you think works best, attach it to the thermoplastic mold. Test to make sure that the tip is securely attached to the mold by pulling on the tip and making sure that it doesn't easily detach. Now, insert the back plug, ensuring that it sits flush with the mold. Boil water using a stovetop, kettle, or microwave. In order to speed up the process, we recommend using 2 ceramic mugs or small glass containers so that you can heat both molds at once. However, you can also do one at a time if you only have one container. Once the water reaches boiling, carefully pour about 3 inches of water into 2 containers. Place 1 mold in each container and let them sit for 5 minutes. If you have chosen to use 1 container at a time, only place 1 mold into the container. Do not place both molds into the same container, or they will get stuck together. After 5 minutes, remove the mold using a metal spoon. The mold will be very hot, so be careful. Let it cool for about 30 seconds. Make sure the mold is not too hot before inserting it into your ear. If you're not sure, test the mold temperature by quickly touching it to your cheek. Now, if the mold is not too hot, insert the earplugs into your ear so all material is contained in the bowl of your ear. Firmly press the back plug, making sure the silicone tip fits snugly into the ear canal until you achieve that sound isolating seal. The silicone tip will most likely angle toward your eye. If any part of the mold feels hard or is not pliable during the molding process, simply place it back into the hot water for a few minutes and let it fully soften. Once an isolating seal is achieved, use the pad of your finger to press and smooth the mold into the bowl or concha of your ear. Effective noise isolation is achieved when the tip sits deep in the ear canal. You should not feel any ear pain or irritation while molding. Be careful not to make contact with your eardrum. If you feel that your tips are too deep in your ear, remove the mold from your ear and attach a larger size silicone tip. Now, smooth out the dents. Once you achieve a good seal and you are happy with the molding, let it cool down for 5 minutes. While you wait, firmly press the back plug every 30 seconds or so. Now, repeat the molding process for the other ear. Once the molding process is complete, we recommend that you try out different sizes and combinations of tips to ensure that you're getting the best sound isolating seal possible. Keep in mind that there may be size and shape differences between your left and right ear. Whether both ears use the same size tips or two different sizes, be sure to find the combination that protects you the best. If for any reason you would like to remold your earplugs, simply start the process again. All you need to do is reheat and reshape. The included foam tips will provide a higher isolation than the silicone tips with an NRR of up to 31. If you choose to use the foam, be sure to compress it before inserting it into your ears. For both tips, always inspect them for any tears or cracks before each use. Depending on care and frequency of use, foam tips will degrade over time. We recommend replacing foam tips every 4 to 6 months. Replacements can be found at Decibullz.com. It's extremely important to test your earplugs in a progressively louder environment. You can do this by gradually increasing the noise exposure. Another great way to test the earplugs is to talk out loud. While wearing your earplugs, the sound of your own voice should become deeper, hollow, or muffled in both ears. If the change is not in both ears, or there is no change at all, you have not achieved the secure seal. Keep in mind, you will still hear the surrounding frequencies and noises while wearing your Decibullz earplugs. However, the surrounding noise should be muffled, and you should always feel a secure seal. To ensure the earplugs will retain their shape, keep them away from temperatures of 120 degrees of Fahrenheit or greater. For example, leaving them exposed in your car on a hot day can cause them to soften or melt. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach us at support@Decibullz.com. If you need accessory items, replacement parts, or are interested in any other Decibullz products, visit us at Decibullz.com. No matter what you're using your earplugs for, we hope you have a safe and wonderful experience.